here is a quick lesson on how to perfectly pan fry your scallops. First thing you are gonna wanna do is make sure your scallops are fully thawed. You do not wanna use frozen or even partially frozen scallops for searing. If there's too much water in those scallops, when you go to sear them, they'll want to steam instead of actually sear. You won't get that nice golden brown crust that we're looking for. So in addition to making sure that they're fully thawed, we're also gonna pat them dry. Once again, big part of getting a nice sear on your scallops is starting with a dry scallop. So once we have these patted down, I'm gonna season these up a little bit, just with a little bit of salt and pepper. But you could get creative here and use any sort of spice mixes that you like. All right, and I have a pan that's been preheating to about medium-high heat. This is a stainless steel pan. There's a nice trick that we can use to know if our stainless steel pan is at a temperature where our scallops are not going to stick. If you take a little bit of water and just drop a couple droplets into the pan, you can kind of see how they dance around instead of just immediately evaporate. That's how you know your pan is ready to go. Now, let's talk about oil for searing. We want to use a high smoke point oil in this application. We really want to avoid things like butter. If you try to sear in butter, this pan is way too hot, the butter is going to separate, the milk fats are going to burn, and that burnt flavor is going to be imparted into your scallops. So I'm going to add enough oil just to cover the pan. We don't have to get crazy here. I'm going to move that around a little bit. And you can see it's already starting to smoke. And it has a nice gloss to it. That is telling me that my pan is nice and hot. And from here, I am gonna put my scallops seasoned side down into the pan. Be very careful when you do this. Obviously, this oil is hot. Another thing I like to do before I drop my scallops in is sort of rearrange them. Sometimes when they're thawing, they can kind of lay down flat. It's nice just to prop them back up so they're oriented the right way. So when you sear, you wanna sear the top of the scallop. We're trying to avoid searing the side of the scallop. All right, so I'm gonna drop these in here. You can hear a nice sizzle going right away. I'm gonna drop them into kind of the outer ring of my pan here. And I'm doing that because I don't wanna overcrowd this pan. Once again, we want these scallops to be dry as they cook. And if we crowd them together too much, they're gonna let off some steam and they're gonna sort of steam each other. So we wanna make sure that we give the steam enough room to escape without affecting the scallop next to it. All right, now that we got the scallops in the pan, these are gonna take about 2 or 3 minutes on this side, and then we'll flip them and we'll finish them for about 30 seconds to a minute on the other side. So we'll see you in 2 or 3 minutes and we'll check on the scallops. All right, I can tell that it's time to flip our scallops. If we look, we can actually see the caramelization occurring on the side that we put down first. And a true test to know if your scallop was seared properly is you should be able to just pluck it off with some tongs. If you do need to use a fish spatula to sort of get that process moving a little bit better, that is totally fine, but you know you have a good sear when you do not have to scrape it off the pan. It should want to release as soon as it has that beautiful caramelization. And from here, we're just gonna flip these and we're gonna leave these, like I said, on this side for roughly 30 seconds to a minute. You really don't have to go that far on this second side. That sear took care of a lot of the flavor that we're trying to impart in the scallops. I'm kind of feeling for doneness. I want it to feel soft in the middle, but not rubbery. And I think we're there. All right, so I'm going to plate up these scallops. I have a wonderful basil pesto pasta here that you can actually find on the Wild Alaskan Company website. It's one of the recipes from the team. And there are your perfectly seared Wild Alaskan scallops. And if you want to come in here and look at this, you can kind of see how there's still some light opaqueness in the scallop. That's what you want. You don't want it cooked all the way through. It will start to turn rubbery. So when you see this light opaqueness in the middle, you know you nailed it. Wonderful caramelization on that scallop. I could literally eat these every single day. This is so good. Thank you all for watching and live wild.